On today's show, find out about the primary election.
We will also be talking about Comm Week and graduation. All this and more on OC News.
I'm Yorlyn Guido.
And I'm Jennifer Aceves. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students of Cal State Fullerton. With graduation only a few days away, find out how Cal State Fullerton is already preparing for the big event. Denise Salcedo has this and more.
The last week of lectures are finally here, and at least for graduates, this is a very exciting time for them and their families. Cal State Fullerton has already set up large tents around campus for the college ceremonies taking place May 17th and May 18th. Reporting for OC News, I'm Denise Salcedo.
Chris Collins has today's World News.
Abraham Williams is back with a Guatemala adventure that you might just want to think about for a summer vacation hotspot.
In the Guatemalan jungle and south of Lake Petenitza, there's a little vacation getaway for those looking for adventure. Or not. After checking in, guests can retire into their air-conditioned bungalow, cabin, or begin their adventure. Guest service attendant Nati Giron explains. In this park, we offer 3 activities: the Skyway, horseback riding, and the zip line. Guests could also go on a tractor and take in all the natural sights on a slow and bumpy ride. Next up, the Skyway. Adventure seekers take winding trails and 6 suspension bridges high above the jungle for a beautiful 360-degree view of the Petén jungle. But this adventure might not be for everyone. As for the zip line and horseback riding, maybe there is such a thing as too much excitement. We'll save that for another day. From Ixpan Pahul, in the Petén jungle, I'm Abraham Williams.
Mark your calendars now and start getting ready. Get your research out the way. June 3rd marks the 2014 primary election. Primaries generally attract the fewest amount of voters, but this is expected to change as of this year due to the heavy effect this will have on politics in Orange County and California. Reasons for this increase in voters differs for each group and varies from the importance of the governor's race to a shift in the political party affiliates in a specific area. The Orange County Register is providing a guide to voters that breaks down each candidate and will help make the voting process smoother. The lease on the U.S. military camp in Djibouti was the main topic of discussion as President Obama met with the president of the Eastern African nation. Here's a look into what our commander-in-chief had to say.
Today, in addition to announcing the long-term lease that we are signing with Djibouti, we also hope that we can discuss the Africa Leaders Summit that I'll be hosting this year. We appreciate the President's participation, and we're going to be looking at his advice on a range of issues that we can work on together. And we're going to continue to engage with the government of Djibouti around issues related to human rights in the region. Human trafficking continues to be a concern. There's an action plan that the government of Djibouti has put in place, and we want to find ways in which we can assist in implementing.
For World News, back to you, Jennifer.
Coming up on OC News, sleep can improve your memory.
And the latest fitness trends when we come back.
It's not just about getting your beauty sleep. A new study says that getting the right amount of sleep every night is important for maintaining your memory, especially in later life. The study done by Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston focused on specifically on women, and researchers found that getting too much or too little sleep had an effect on memory. 1,000 women aged 70 and older were studied, and more memory problems were found among those who got less than 5 hours of sleep a night or more than 9 hours a night. The researchers said the memory problems were equivalent to nearly 2 additional years of age when compared to someone who regularly logged 7 hours of sleep each night. And it seems the consistency is key, too. People who change their sleep patterns over time, even just varying it by only 2 hours, develop more memory loss as well.
And if you're looking for ways to get a better night's sleep, the folks at AARP came up with this list. Maintain a regular sleep schedule, even on the weekends. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the hours closer to bedtime. Also, avoid meals close to bedtime. And lastly, one suggestion that we hear frequently but can really have an effect on your overall health, including improving quality of your sleep, get regular exercise. Obviously, fitness is important. Here is Lisa with the latest trend in fitness.
To be skinny or to be fit is the question. The goal to be fit seems to be in everyone's agenda as of 2014.
So fitness is a trend right now in our society because people are more conscious about their health, and I think that everyone wants to feel good, and it's the universal way to really feel good and get results.
The typical response of having no time isn't bypassing as an acceptable excuse any longer. Working out daily is the new remedy.
So I think that fitness has become really important due to the increase in obesity. People have seen it over the years, and it really has made a difference. And people have seen that they need to be healthier, and they've seen that lifting weights, working out, going for runs, things like that, really they enhance these endorphins that really just make you happy. It makes you feel better. Obviously, it makes other people around you feel better. That's one of the reasons I do it. Is I feel great. I mean, I look great, and other people around me are motivated by what I'm doing, and it seems to make them push harder, make themselves look better as well. So I really think that's one of the biggest reasons why fitness is growing right now in America.
Many independent gyms, such as Planet Fitness and Choose, are opening up and becoming popular for those who want to take fitness seriously but don't want to spend big bucks at larger gyms, such as 24-Hour Fitness. Fitness is becoming more and more of a popular trend now that social media is even getting involved in getting everyone inspired about living the fit life.
Well, the reason why I like coming to the gym is because I want to get fit and I want to start building some muscle, and so I can wear whatever clothes I used to wear back in the days, and I have friends that come all the time, so it's a new thing that we're doing.
In this day and age, everyone is stressing an importance on not only being fit, but looking and feeling great about themselves. I'm standing here in front of 24-Hour Fitness, where, as you can tell, I'm in my gym attire, ready to see what this fitness movement can do to improve my lifestyle. This is Lisa Love reporting for OC News.
That will do it for health. Back to you, ladies.
Welcome back. We have the latest on the Clippers' last and new owner. Jasmine Collier has the details.
The Los Angeles Clippers franchise is getting a new leader, with owner Donald Sterling banned from the league for life over those racist audio records that leaked last week. The NBA announced that it's appointing a new CEO to oversee the team's day-to-day operations, a move that Shelly Sterling, Donald's wife, and the team's co-owner now supports. The Clippers beat the Golden State Warriors in their first ever playoff Game 7 at home Saturday night. Horses and jockeys stepped onto the track this evening for a shot at winning the Kentucky Derby, the first hurdle along the road to the Triple Crown. Scott Thompson has the details on the winner of this American tradition.
California Chrome is the winner of the 140th annual Kentucky Derby. More than 150,000 people descended upon Churchill Downs to witness the race hailed as the greatest 2 minutes in sports.
It's a great horse race, a world-class sports event, an event known around the world.
California Chrome was a runaway favorite to win this year's Derby. Prior to the race, he had placed first in his last 4 outings. And almost as important as the race itself, the fashion.
It's a good occasion to be creative with your pocketbook and shop for a gorgeous hat and dress and all that.
Spectators flocked to the track Saturday wearing the most outrageous Derby hats and sipping mint juleps, the traditional beverage of Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Derby.
We love to enjoy Southern-style mint juleps on race day.
The Kentucky Derby is the first of 3 races that make up horse racing's coveted Triple Crown. The other 2 are Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. With his victory today, California Chrome is one step closer to winning that title. The last horse to win the Triple Crown was named Affirmed, and he took the title in 1978. I'm Scott Thompson reporting.
Some of the stars, including Jamie Foxx and Scottie Pippen, came out to view the highly talked about races and share their views on the event. Let's take a look.
This is our first time. We've never been. We had a lot of people that always say come to the Derby and everything like that. And as a matter of fact, what's the girl's name? Jennifer Lawrence? Yeah. Her mom was on my tail. Like, if you don't get down to the Derby, it's going to be a problem.
What have you learned about Louisville all the times you've come here now?
Well, it's got a lot of people here. It's a small town with a big city feel. And people here are very warm. They got good food here too.
Go to the track today?
Yeah, I went. Wore a pink shirt. My son called me as soon as he saw it on Instagram. He was like, Dad, that's not you. But I said, yeah, it is.
I was talking to the guys earlier today during the Oaks, and I said, no matter what we're talking about, Super Bowl, All-Star Game, Final Four, doesn't matter. I love this sporting event.
The First Lady's brother is out of a job. Oregon State University fired head men's basketball coach Craig Robinson after 6 seasons. Robinson had an overall record of 94-105. Oregon State's athletic director said the decision was difficult, but in the university's best interests. They'll conduct a nationwide search for a new coach. Robinson is the older brother of Michelle Obama. That's all we have for sports today. Back to you guys in the studio.
And sadly, that's going to do it for us today. I'm Jennifer Aceves.
And I'm Yorlin Guido. This is a bittersweet moment for me and the senior class. The next edition of OC News will be in August, but before we leave, here's a little farewell to our graduating class of 2014.